viewer, and welcome back to 54A. Pencil bowl. A few months ago I did a pencil bowl and it's done remarkably well on YouTube. Something like, at the moment it's 227,000 views on it, and the people that want to buy it and exchange it for this, absolutely amazing. But it's already gone to a member of the family. It went within a couple of days of me making it. I did say I wouldn't do another one, but the response has been that great. I'm going to do one more, which it's going to be a pencil and walnut bowl, and when it's done, I'm going to sell it to whoever wants it, and the money will go towards sponsoring another guide dog puppy. The guide dog we're sponsoring at the moment, 2 years is up in a few months' time, so we're going to do the same again. So any money I make off this bowl will go towards that cause. So I'll get on with it and show you what I've done so far. There you go. The original one just had a band of pencils with I think it was walnut on the top and the bottom. So this one I'm going to do 2 bands of pencils with an extra band of wood in the middle. Other than that, it's going to be the same. Right, I've got a load of pencils, and still got some in a box somewhere from previous projects. So I'm going to make a start, get the super glue sorted out and start cutting a few pencils up. You've seen it all before, so I'll probably just do like a time lapse till I get to the turning. And like I say, the response absolutely unbelievable. And I don't usually sell any of my projects, like they're just in the house, or I give some to family and friends. But this is an exception. So I don't mind where I post it to, but people must realise it could be a lot of postage costs depending on where you are in the world. But somebody will benefit from this, so it can only be good. Okay, I'll make a start, I'll sort my super glue out and I'll see you later. Right, this is the pattern I use for when I'm doing segmented stuff. It's marked out on my bench, right up to a 10-inch circle. They're going to be, pencils are about 6 inches once I've had the tips cut off them. So I'm going to work on my 6-inch ring. Now I've done the first 3, like I've said before, this is the most important start. You've got to get these absolutely spot on, then you can build on it. If these are a bit off, the gap will get worse and worse and worse the further you go out. So get these first few, the core I call it, as absolutely tight as you can get them, and then I'm going to lay it on the pattern, so I've got a rough idea what pencils will need cutting down as I go. Put them in, I can start trimming them off a bit and end up actually saving a bit of pencil, which will come in handy, I hope. So there you go, make sure that those first 3 are absolutely spot on. And I use a medium CA super glue. I found the thin super glue is a bit too watery for this kind of work. The medium, just that little bit thicker, and it grabs the pencils a lot better. Right, I've got it approximately 6 inches by 6 inches. I have marked a little circle, but you probably can't pick that up, because now I'm going to start building up the sides just with pieces of pencil, so I should cut these down like so, etc. This will save on pencils, obviously. This is just the base. So now I want 2 or 3, probably 3 high, to give me the sides. So I'm going to cut a load more bits up now, and I'll see you later on. Okay, I've got 2 layers for the base, and I've just started building the first layer up now for around the sides. So just give me some idea of what I want in the length. Always leave a bit extra because there's got to be quite a bit of turning to do. But now I can get on and use some of these bits I've got, and never throw any bits of pencil away if you're doing anything like this, because they will make up the next layer. And when I've got 3 layers, I think that will be 2, 3rd layer there, because I will be losing some of the thickness for when I put the wooden band around. It's got to be a flat surface, obviously, so I'm going to lose a little bit of the thickness of the pencil by sanding it down flat, so the segmented ring can sit nicely on it. So I think 3 high, and then the segmented ring, then another 3, etc. So that's coming on anyway. That's the first stage done, so I've got something to build on now. Right, where have we got to? As you can see, I've got this in my sort of homemade coal jaws at the moment, so I'm just going to take some off here and make that a bit prettier. So I'm going to leave it in there, and the next stage, I've got the next rings done, which will go underneath, if you get the idea. I've also got the next so central ring this is going to be, so I've put a few little inserts in it just to make it look a bit nicer. So I'm going to have to sand this surface off, glue that to that, and then turn it over and sand this surface off, ready to take the top ring. Right, so far I have got the main ring glued onto the base. That's got to be shaped yet on the lathe, but this is just the rough stage at the moment, so that's that done. I've got the next central ring glued up. It'll be quite a bit thinner when it's all planed off. Probably lose about 1/3 of the thickness there. I don't want it to be too thick and bulky, but anyway, that will go on there. And then I've got the next ring of pencils glued up. They've got to have both surfaces sanded off nice and flat yet, but that will go there. I think I'm going to actually do it that way, so they're at 90 degrees to the bottom ring. Then there will be another segmented ring for the very top of the bowl. So it's coming on nicely. No disasters yet, but I'll let you know if anything serious happens. But as for now, a bit more gluing, a bit more sanding, and I'll see you for the next stage. Right, at last we've got it in the chuck, well, in the lathe. It's not in the chuck, because first I've got to round this off. If I put it in the chuck now, it's going to be touching, basically. I won't be able to get at it. So I've put the 4-pronged drive centre in the headstock, and a block of wood and brought the tailstock up. I've got it as central as I can. There's got to be a lot to come off anyway, so I'm hoping now I can just round this off and then get it safely secured in the jaws of the chuck. But I'm a bit wary about this, so I'm going to go very slowly. Hopefully, with it being locked in both sides, it can't actually fly out. Well, we'll see. I'll try and get some shape on this anyway. Just going to try with a round nose scraper. Oh, that does seem to be working, and it seems to be holding well. So I'm going to carry on getting a bit more shape on this now. I have just sharpened my tools that I need, so never try and attack anything like this with a blunt tool. So I'll carry on. Yep, that's coming on okay. I'm wearing my face mask, and I'm standing to one side as much as I possibly can. I'm just starting to put that, sorry, hang on. I'm just starting to put this little ridge that the bowl will sit on now. I'll just do another pass, I think, with the parting tool. I don't need it to be too high, I just like to have that little foot for my bowls to sit on. Yeah, and that's all I need. A little bit more shaping on here now, and I'll get it turned round. Now that's coming on nicely. I love turning walnut, it's a beautiful wood to turn. Just a pity that we have to pay through the nose for it in the UK, because there aren't very many walnut trees around. Right, I'm going to carry on, do a bit more, and I will sand it and go through that process before I turn it round. Now, I was going to go with the Axminster 100 with my dovetail jaws in, but it still leaves it really close, you know, to the bottom of the bowl. So I've decided against that idea and gone for my little precision chuck, the 70mm one, with those jaws on. That fits in nicely and it gives me much more clearance around there. So that's what I'm going to go for. I think a lot of us are to blame for not explaining what chuck we use and what jaws we use, and we just take it for granted, oh, we're going to put this item in the jaws of the chuck and that's that. I'm as guilty as anybody. When I've done a video I usually think, oh, I wish I'd have said that. There's always something you forget, but we do our best to be as informative as possible. Right, we're all chucked up at last. The first thing, as you may notice, I've got bits sticking out here quite a lot, and these wedges, one's thicker than the other there and there, just bits I had lying around, so I had to use them up. So the first thing to do is get this all levelled off. Little bit to go, but I've got the main chunks off. I did that with the parting tool. I'm now going to go over it with a little square tipped carbide cutter. That's more like it. Right, that's pretty flat now, so I can start concentrating on actually shaping this lump. Yeah, we're starting to get there. Bit more work on the actual base needed. Now I hope you can see what I mean about using these jaws. I can get right to the foot of the bowl now without getting anywhere near the jaws. They're not intruding in any way. Right, I shall carry on doing a bit more shaping. I'll start using the carbide tools now, because these pencils can be a bit of a devil. As you can see now, that's starting to take shape. Quite a way to go yet. I'm going very, very gently. You have to when you're doing the pencil work. It's no good trying to stab at it and take too much out. So it's gentle passes all the time. And that's all I'm going to do now for the next, I don't know, half hour or so. So I'll see you later. Right, that's all set up. I'm just going to go in now with the square carbide tip and get rid of some of these pencils that are sort of in the way. Make it, at least try and make it round in the inside. See, just a bit at the bottom there's a bit more shape to it now. Just got to get rid of these couple of ridges. I think I'll do that with a round tip. That'll help with the transition into the actual base. That's coming on quite nicely. I've just got to sort of dish the base of it out a bit more yet. That's coming on very nicely now, getting quite a nice finish on the base there. So it's just a question of carrying on till I've got it the right thickness. Right, I'm getting to the final shape that I want now, and to get as better finish as I can, which obviously means less sanding, I'm just going to go over it now with a few gentle scrapes with a nice wide skew chisel. And that's not bad at all, not bad at all. So I've just got to thin it out a bit on the inside. I don't know whether to just round that off a bit at on the rim. I'll see. Just applied its first coat of sanding sealant, and I'm going to now knock it back with the Scotch pad. That's starting to come up very nicely already, so I'm going to do the same again now, another coat of sanding sealant, and then with the Scotch pad. Well, it's just about finished, except for I realised that I hadn't actually finished the mortise off. So, but this little chuck comes complete with a little set of button jaws, which is absolutely perfect for a bowl this size. It will go slightly bigger as well, probably up to about a 7-inch bowl, depending on how thick the wall of the bowl is. So I've been mounting it in there, and I've just polished this off. Got my little recess, and I'm just about to glue my new logo design in. That's the one I'm sticking with now. That will go in there, and I'll give it a coat of polish over the top of it to seal it. And there's the finished bowl, which has come out quite nice, I must say. Plenty of colour in it, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm as pleased as I can be with that. So that's the one that will be for sale, and I'll explain how. Right, now I was going to put this on eBay, but I can only put it on for 10 days. Now that's no good to a lot of people. Not everybody views the video on the first few days that it's up. So I'm going to put my email address in the description below. So if you want to make a bid, email it to me. Tell me roughly where you are in the world, because I can then explain about the postal charges. I think in the UK it's only going to be about a £5, but Europe it gets a bit dearer, maybe 12 to 14 quid, something like that. Rest of the world it could be as much as £15 odd, so you've got to take that into account if you want to put a bid in for this. But I will post it anywhere. If a UK bidder wins it and wants to come and collect it, you're more than welcome, and you can meet me and Sheila and have a cup of tea or coffee and a bit of a laugh. So I'll leave it entirely up to you. I'm not forcing anybody to bid. It's just something that I've had a lot of questions about, and if you are interested in buying it at all, I'll leave the email up for a whole month, so the last day of March, that will be decided who's won it then. Can't be fairer than that, yeah, and it's going to go to a good cause. Otherwise I don't sell my stuff usually, so I've had so much interest in that original pencil bowl. I had to make one more. I'm not going to do another one, that's enough. So there you go. If you want to have a bid, give it a go. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed it, and please like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you all soon. Take care now. Bye.